We're going over to Stearns Wharf, which you can see sort of right in the background here. Goes out into the sea thousands of miles. We're going to walk to the very end. Let's go. Let me take a look here, Judy. I'm going to look through this these telescopes here.
I wonder what you see.
God, the eyes are wide apart. I can't use this thing. J.P. Stearns built Santa Barbara's major commercial wharf in 1872 with funds borrowed from the W.W. Hollister. The enterprise was successful, although Stearns Wharf suffered from severe storms in 1878. Steamships brought passengers to the wharf regularly for over 4 decades. A busy industrial and fishing pier, it was closed to the pleasure use during World War II. The Santa Barbara Wharf Company operated Stearns Wharf from 1955 to 1973. In 1980-81, the city restored the wharf substructure, constructed entirely new buildings, and assumed operation of the facility. There's a wonderful cat. So here we are at Norton's in Santa Barbara. It's a deli. Judy, what did you order? She ordered a Reuben pastrami. Sounds good. I got the Philly steak, East Coast version. So we'll find out shortly how it is.
Oh, it's good. Very good. Still eating my French fries.
So we're here at Morro Bay, California, and we're at specifically Morro Rock. And let me show you what that rock looks like. It's a big rock. Here's how basically we have to dance around our kitty cat and her desire for food. She's following you. Here's her litter box. Keep it right there. There's she. Hi, Gigi. Hi, kitty. Yeah, it's a nice cool breeze out here. Here's her scratching post. I'm going to shut the door so she doesn't jump out. And yeah. Oh, you're okay. You're okay. I'll give you a couple treats in a second. So here's where we sleep. 2 very nice beds. We take these large pillows and we put them up in the front seat to get them out of the way. But then we use that for a pillow right there, and that for a second pillow. Bathroom area, very tight, very small, but you know, hey, it's workable. So switch up here, the light, the sink comes down, that comes out, and you've got water. The water goes into this basin and it pours right down into the gray tank. There's a water miser on this, so the water circulates and doesn't come out. If you want hot water, keeps going until this sort of turns a grayish color. Then you know it's hot. Then you can throw the switch on your nozzle right here, and you have hot water. That way you're not wasting water waiting for it to get hot. This comes all the way around on the track up there, and on the shower curtain it's got magnets so it sticks to the wall. These, we usually just keep these up all the time because you can't really see much outside the back through the rear view mirror. Hanging clothes. I got 3 drawers for underwear and you know, stuff like that for the bathroom. We keep, that's my area. It's not very neat, not very organized, but each cabinet has its own things we keep in there. That's all my electronics I keep in there, and the camera. Refrigerator. Refrigerator's small, but it's big enough for, you know, stuff to, I mean, we could live on that for some days yet. Here is one thing we discovered today. Can you move, Kitty? I'm going to show everybody this. So you put this up, all right? You put that over there. You go like that, and then if you forget, this comes down and hits that little water control, which this morning Judy had it like this. She hit this and water shot down right there in the bed, which is funny, but it can be cleaned up pretty easy. Coffee, there's a power strip right here, pops up. Oh, the let's see, and then we keep over here on this side food, coffee cups, cat food. Oh yeah, Kitty wants her treat, so we'll get her a treat. Her food's right there. Oh, there's Judy. Hi, Judy.
Hello.
What are you eating? Oh, the ham sandwich, huh? Garbage right back there. Put the power strip down. All right. Just a second. And carry some extra water here. Got another computer there. Microwave and convection oven. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very nice. It's very livable. It's just a little bit on the tighter side. Right, Gigi? You want your treat now? Okay, all right.
The rocks, there was like a big fat, I don't know if he was a squirrel or what, but right there. And then when I came up,
now this is the bay side. We see some scuba divers over there, and there's some more of those black squirrels. And out there, those are not scuba divers, those are sea otters out there. And going up the coast here, one of the stops that they suggested that we might want to stop at, it's called Nitwit Ridge. Art Beale, born in Oakland of Irish and Native American parentage, spent much of his childhood in orphanages. He built a 3-level fantasy environment from collected materials in Cambria, which is where we are. Locals called the area the Poor Man's Hearst Castle. And here it is.
here's where we stopped for lunch in San Simeon. It's just a little Vista Point pull-off. The nice thing is you can just make your lunch right in the coach. There it is. Eat and move on, and you have a minimum of $1 million view.
And look out there.
As you get serenaded by the litter box.
No. Well, it's good that we stopped for her.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's
This is probably the best campsite we've ever stayed at. I mean, it's beautiful. What a view. It's just north of Ventura, I think, just south of Santa Barbara. And what you do is there's no hookups or anything, but they have spots that you rent for the night or a few nights, whatever you want. And it's all done by mobile. You don't talk to anybody. It's all mobile payments. And I think the cost was $36, $44 with taxes. And like I said, it's fantastic. What a view. Listen to the ocean, the waves crashing out there. We're having breakfast at the Solvang restaurant, and we just ordered some Able skeevers, so we'll see what those look like. And they're very well known in this area for their split pea soup, so we ordered some of that. Smells good. Really? Ooh, it's good. Now that hits the spot.
We're in the Solvang restaurant, and Gordon is eating Able skeevers for the first time. They're like a Danish pancake, round with raspberry sauce. Good?
Oh, look at this. Edelweiss.
It's all really cute around here.
Vista, Denmark. What's it called? Renaissance Antiques. I have never seen a place like this. You've got to see this. This is phenomenal. Take a look. Let's go in.
that's exceptional. To when you can find something that beautiful to have just grown all on its own.
Right.
That's always going to be more exceptional than
The store specializes in mechanical antiques.
Oh, really?
Things that
Yeah, it's
are
not just clocks, but it's...
things that are wound. So
Things that
music
are wound.
boxes, clocks,
Oh, man, this is fantastic.
and watches.
Drop another coin and slot and I will tell you. And it says my lucky numbers. And then I flip it and it says 98, 97, 96, 95. Okay. What is this letter?
I mean, look at this.
It's in a packet. Right. So because we have to have all of our clocks level and all those shelves. Well, I guess I meant. Or we have to like. I meant, I guess when you buy one of these, are they relatively level or?
people that ask.
We don't have to know.
Yeah, you have to know that.
And you need to know.
You need to know, yeah.
Okay, like, is that a natural difference? So you might have to shoot.
Yeah, so you can say that for certain states, pretty much at the most. If there was circumstances we got to show that was not
I mean, some of these things I've never seen before. Look at these. Now, my grandparents used to have one of these. Actually, they had one of these right here, just like that.
no, you'd be made
Ah.
aware of it. You wouldn't like slip past or anything like that.
I'm in the jailhouse now.
This is Susan. This is Liz. She's our bookkeeper.
Wow. Look at this. Oh, and you got to see this clock over here. Look at this one. It's perfect for video. Yeah.
Do you remember the Ocho Pretty that Mike got, the box that plays and has music and stuff? Sort of inset like that.
Oh,
it's
look at
obviously
that.
not as big as that, but
Yeah.
it's probably big.
Look at that.
Would you like me to turn it on?
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
That's right. We could send this to
The music box and the clock works. You're gonna cover all the other noise.
Well, they're working in the shop here.
Look at that. That is amazing.
Gorgeous. That's great. Yeah, ours doesn't quite move that much, but it's 68,000. You're not buying it.
It's now on sale. Today only, 68,000. No, we're not going to buy that. That is cool. Thank you.
And if you want me to play any of the music boxes, it's a little noisy in here right now.
What about these? These, you have
These
quite
are
a
the
few
first. Yes, this store has the largest collection of restored music boxes in the country. And this is a Swiss or cylinder music box. They were made almost exclusively in Switzerland.
I'm so sorry.
And they were really popular from about 1850 to the end of 1800s. This one has 8 songs. And the way it works is the songs go down the cylinder like that. Each note there was a hole drilled and a steel pin was put in, and then the steel pin had to be adjusted to be at the right angle to hit that tongue, that comb. So it was very labor intensive. Oftentimes, as you see, we have a lot of different sizes of these. When it's really small, it had to be women and children doing it because they had to have such small fingers. And then they would put them in these beautiful boxes. Some of them have inlay. This is just beautiful burl. And so they were very expensive. And only the pretty wealthy could afford them. And they essentially priced themselves out of the market by the end of 1800s. But the technology, the Swiss movement is what you see in current and modern music boxes.
Mm-hmm. And how much is this one?
This one is from 1890 and it's on sale for $5,900. No. And the prices vary because the size and quality, and we've got some that have bells, some that come with additional cylinders, some have their own furniture sets to put their extra cylinders, but also the restoration costs are included in all of them. So there's really no way to give a base price for any of these.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful things.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Fantastic. Oh, geez, look at that. Look
Oh, yeah, I
at,
know. I saw that. Isn't that incredible?
oh my God.
So the music disc changer.
Yeah, this is.
And we have the music disc music boxes throughout the store. They came after the cylinder boxes. They were popular in the late early 1900s. And this Regina, yes. This Regina was a New Jersey-based company. So on these music boxes, they often put where the retailers were. So they were in New York. Like one of these cylinders say John Wyman. Well, that's where it was sold, to the department store back east. But the way this works is if we left it run, it would, see, it's pulling up the disc. This is the mechanism that plays the music.
And these are all wind up.
Yes, everything here except the violano and the fortune teller are wound. And if we left it play, it would finish this song, put it down, and pick up the next disc, play it, and we'd go through all 12. This one's pretty large. We had one that was more common size, which is about half the size. We think this must have been in like a dining hall or a dance hall or some point because of the size.
$42,500. These are phenomenal. One more thing, I need to shuffle your purse on your back.
I'm trying to.
Yeah. Tell us your fortune. Wow, I love it. Thank you.
Thank you. Safe travel.
That was amazing.
Park over there underneath the tree. It will be in the shade.
Okay, we're at the Mission in Solvang.
Santa Ynez.
Yep, let's walk up here. Founded in 1804, this historic landmark has been in continuous use as a Catholic church. Judy wanted some floors like these. I'm not sure I like them myself. is in use still.
Yeah.
Today's interior garden is ornamental and 1/3 the size of the original. From 1804 to 1834, it was the center of activity for a large ranch operation. The agricultural harvest peaked in 1812 at 3,400 bushels of wheat, 3,000 of corn, 80 of beans, 514 of peas. Fruits, vegetables, olives, and grapes, introduced from Spain, were grown for domestic use, but the production numbers were not recorded. So we stopped along at this Vista Point, Seal Point Vista or something like that, and we're looking out here and there's seals, sea lions, whatever they are, and what do they call this, Judy?
I think it's an elephant sea lion.
So here it is.
Size here. And then he makes this funny noise too periodically. We are at a campground called Carmel by the river, and it's a cute small campground, not designed for big coaches or anything, although there's some okay sized coaches in here. There's also, I guess, a couple RVs that you can rent and stay at. Some of the spots are bigger and they have lounging areas and all. That shows the bottom side, probably down by the river, which we'll take a walk down to also.
Well, we're on the 17-mile
Drive.
scenic tour through Pebble Beach, and what's the stop we're at right now?
This is Spanish Bay. This is where Spanish explorers, I guess, came. They thought they were looking for Monterey Bay. I think they said it took them a year to find it, but this is where they stopped and camped and all. Boy, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. Of course, they didn't have GPS, which is probably the reason they got lost.
But it's really pretty. They've got this great boardwalk here, so you don't. It's easier to walk on, first of all, than sand, and you don't put sand in your feet, shoes. Ride your bike and everything. It's tilted too.
It's tilted. Yeah.
I'm really not this short. I'm short, but not this short. And I wonder if those are the pebbles of Pebble Beach. They're big. But yeah, it's very pretty here.
Yeah, it is. The Lone Cypress. For more than 250 years, the world-famous Lone Cypress has braved the elements atop its rocky pedestal overlooking the Pacific Ocean. Known as Midway Point on the original 17-mile drive, this iconic tree has been the logo for Pebble Beach Resorts since its founding in 1919.
Rio Seco was the 22nd winery to open in Paso. So they opened their tasting room in 2000 and they bought the property, what, 97? 96? Yeah. And everything's estate grown, made here, and made with love. And as you can see, there's a baseball theme. owner, Tom Hinkle, he was a professional baseball scout. He scouted Randy Johnson, Ozzie Smith, Mark McGuire. He was big time, and this was him and his family's labor of love. And they've kept it going the past over 26 years.
So how many people work here?
Well, it's very family oriented. Like, I grew up with the family. I've been friends with Emily since I was 13 years old. But we have about, besides the owner Carol, 3 other employees. Yeah, that help out time to time.
And how do you pick the grapes? When we were looking at that, like, how do they pick all those grapes?
This guy might
He does
be the
them all?
one that you want to interview.
Really? No.
I don't think I should be interviewed either, just because I've only been here 3 months. So
You have to-
I don't know
Do you
the
have a
ropes.
machine to do it, or you hire
No,
thousands
they're
of people?
handpicked.
Handpicked.
They're handpicked.
And that must take a lot of people.
I mean, it does. How many people would you say harvest?
Depends on what blocks we're harvesting. You'll have a crew of anywhere from 10 to 20 to handpick the grapes.
Oh.
But to answer your other question, it's handpicked so that you could harvest the grapes with a machine. It doesn't harm the grapes at all, but it harms the vines if they're not set up for the machine harvest.
For the machine.
When Tom planted the vineyard, that wasn't really an option at the time, so he set up the structure of the vines to be handpicked. So and plus with the hills, you probably could do it, but it's a little harder. We're very we have a very sandy soil here, so and there's some natural springs that run through. We had not so much recently because haven't had the rain, but for 10 years ago, at least 10 years ago, it seemed like every year we'd bury a tractor someplace in the vineyard because it would go through a natural spring and it would just sink all the way down to the axles. And then you'd have to wait till it dried out before you could get another tractor in to pull it out. One year I remember we buried 2 tractors, and then we tried to pull it out and buried that one too. So
Ironically, because Rio Seco means dry river. So it's not dry underneath.
Well, this has been the best harvest toast ever. Rio Seco in Paso Robles. Hello. It's been great. People are great. People are fantastic. They keep giving you wine, and they really have good wine here. Anyway, we ended up buying a case of wine. It was so good here. Now I'm outside eating my dinner, looking over their vineyards. Let me show you what this looks like in the vineyards. It's beautiful, just beautiful. I love it. Good morning. Today's our last day on our trip, on our adventure.
Yeah.
So anyway, today we're at the Rio Seco Winery, a Harvest Host member, and last night I tried some wonderful wines, some cabs, and I had a few too many probably,
It wasn't too much, but
and ended up buying a case. So I don't know if Harvest Host is actually a cheaper option for us, of camping. But though we met a very nice guy. It's Brandon. He's got a storyteller van, and he let me take a look inside. It's really cool, really cool. And he doesn't have a generator. He's got Volta. He's got a lithium package on there, and yeah. Anyway, very cool. And here's our kitty cat.
sleeping in the sunshine. Gigi.
So the sun just came up. Here's what it looks like outside our window. There's Judy. Quick shot of Judy.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's only 31 degrees here right now. You can see frost on the ground. It's chilly.
And today's our last day, so it's gonna be nice to get back home to our big motorhome.
Yes.
And it shouldn't be too long a trip. What do you think it's gonna take?
Maybe 6 hours.
About 6 hours. I'm glad this is the last day because that case of wine, let me show it to you. It's a little tight in here.
Yeah.
Let me show you where it is. Where's the kids' food? So right now, we'll have to put that back here somewhere when we're traveling, but just to maneuver around it for one day on the way home, that shouldn't be bad. All right, well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked it, please subscribe. That helps us. And then also hit like and wait for our next adventure.
Yeah.
Thanks.